Welcome to your next Mindful Habit Creation Week, which is all about emotional check-ins. How do I feel check-ins? This is the fastest and the most simple way to ensure that you can create more time in your days for the things that you really want. Whether it's just a hot cup of tea, to watch your favourite TV programme that you never seem to get around to watching, whether it's to go out for a meal with your girlfriends and not have to worry about putting the kids to bed first because it's all about creating more time, and it snowballs to manifest the bigger things that you want in life. Because when you are aware of how you feel, it absolutely transforms how you think and how you behave. And whether you're living life from a place of poor me, victim consciousness, or whether you're living life from a place of, oh my God, every day is a gift, every day is a new opportunity to live my best life, every day is a blank canvas and life is happening for me. Now I live my life like that. Life is happening for me. I absolutely trust in the universe. I trust that everything happens at the right time. I trust that I'm where I am supposed to be right now. My biggest thing is that I don't want to live life on autopilot. I don't want to, hey lovely, I don't want to live life on autopilot, and I want to be able to feel my way through life. And when you are feeling life, you're a lot more in control of your life. You're a lot more in control of what you make happen. You're a lot more present in your life. And you know, my biggest thing is I want to get to my deathbed. I talk about this a lot, so you have to bear with me. But I want to get to my deathbed, and I want no regrets. I want to know that I've literally just like squeezed every last drop of goodness from my life. And the thing is, death is the only certainty in life. And when you look at it like that, it's so morbid, I know. If you're new to my world, I'm not a morbid person, but I'm a realist, and you know, that is the only certainty in life. And that means that every single day leading up to then is an absolute gift. And the way that you squeeze every ounce of goodness is to be very aware of how you're feeling. I talk about it over and over again with my ladies, my lovely mums inside my Unshakable Mama mindfulness program. Awareness is key. So when you can check in with yourself every so often throughout the day, you then have the power to change the trajectory of your day. You have the power to change the outcome of the day. So for example, if you wake up in a little bit of a funk, sometimes I do. I'm not always a positive person. You know, like that is not being realistic. Hey lovely. You can't be positive all the time. But what we're aiming to do through creating these mindful habits is to ensure that your life isn't so much up and down like that, and you know, you're riding the emotional roller coaster, or that you're, you know, the peaks and troughs are really high and then really low. What we're aiming to do is have a little bit more of an even keel. We're aiming for you to be more regulated and feel more in control of what's going on in your days and in your life, in your energy, and that has a ripple effect then into your finances and into the dreams that you bring to life, the dreams that you manifest. So it helps you be, how do I feel check-ins? It helps you be a lot more present in your days. It really can allow you to break cycles. So for example, if you wake up, if you realise that every Tuesday, for example, you feel quite grumpy, and you realise that maybe by checking in with yourself, you start to learn why you feel grumpy. So first of all, you identify why you feel grumpy, and then you start to learn why you feel grumpy. And it might be something that maybe you're working with a client on a Tuesday that you don't particularly gel with as much as other people. Maybe you are you've got too many spinning plates going on. Maybe you've got you've committed to too many things on a Tuesday. Your kids have got clubs and you've got a zillion clients, and it's all an opportunity to reassess, review and reassess your boundaries and what it is that how you want to feel. So one of my clients recently, for example, she's been working with a lot of clients, but she's realised that actually she's able to drop a couple of clients at the moment to focus on something else that's really important to her. And if she hadn't have checked in with herself and realised that, how she's feeling and why she's feeling like it and how she would rather feel, she wouldn't have been able to make these really powerful changes to her life that have allowed her a lot of freedom to focus on other things that she wants to be doing. So yeah, it's really powerful. So I invite you now, just ask yourself, how do I feel? How do I feel today? I like to score it on what I call the heart glow score, and that is like how your heart is feeling. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, how kind of grateful, content, calm, peaceful does your heart feel? And I know that for some of you it might be your stomach, but we'll just call it the heart glow score anyway. And yeah, so how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? Just for the record, I never give myself a 10, because if I give myself a 10, then I feel like there's no scope for improvement. And what I'm aiming for in my life is continual growth, continual improvement in my days, my life, how I show up as a mum, how I show up in my business, how I show up as a wife, and what I'm able to achieve in my days, what I'm able to achieve in my lifetime. And I'm not, when I say how much about achieving in my days, like that may be taking a rest. I'm achieving rest. That's the kind of thing as well. Like, my husband and I moved to Scotland last year because we're opting for hey lovely, we've opted for a slower pace of life. That's what we want from our life. So that was a massive achievement, but now in my days, like what I achieve is very different from what I was achieving before. So like I achieve now like a lovely nature walk, and I achieve a mooch around the garden and sitting listening to the birds, that kind of thing. I did some yoga this morning, but these are things that are important to me, and by being aware of how you feel, it gets you closer to where you want to be in life, like who you want to be in life. It's just so amazing. So yeah, I invite you right now, just check in with yourself. What is your heart glow score? Scale of 1 to 10. If it's below 5, don't panic, because that's why we're doing this. We just track them throughout this week, and we will see how you get on. And then ask yourself, like, what is that emotion that you're feeling? Like, what are you feeling? Are you feeling exhausted? Are you feeling sad about something? Are you grieving for something? Are you feeling really excited for something? Are you feeling nervous for something? And you might find that there's like a duality in how you're feeling as well. So you could very well feel really excited for, the other day I did a podcast interview. I was really excited for it, but I was also really nervous. So there's often that duality. But I think sometimes, when there's nerves involved, or you feel scared about something, that is literally your soul telling you that you're on the right path. Like you have to overcome this fear, because on the other side of that fear is something incredible, and you don't even necessarily know what it's going to be. And that's what makes it so scary, because you don't know what's going to happen. Your mind has no evidence of what's going to happen, what the results are going to be. So how do you feel today? And you can do this. You get to choose how often you do it. I check in with myself an awful lot during the day now. It's been a practice. It's been a work in progress. I had to make a conscious choice to emotionally check in with myself. This is all about emotional intelligence. You making sure that you're living in your life. You are the hero of your life. You're not letting anyone else dictate to you. So much negative stuff goes on in the world. There's so much sadness in the world. There's a lot of stuff in your life that is not how you would want it to be. Maybe some financial circumstances, or maybe illness or abuse, or the car breaking down, or just your children not behaving in the way that you think they should, or the internet and power cuts, the internet going down, or the power cuts or things just when you've got calls booked in, or just a whole load of stuff. Okay, there's loads of stuff that could go wrong in your life, and there always will be. There will always be stuff that goes wrong in your life, but the thing is, you have the power to change how you feel. So you might not be able to actually control the situation and the circumstances, but you always have control over how you actually respond to it. And swap hands with my phone. My hands have gone cold. It's quite chilly here today. It's very autumnal now. It's lovely. You always have the power to choose how you respond, and that is why it's so important to check in with yourself regularly. So you get into the habit of, okay, well, my car's broken down and I'm in the middle of nowhere and I'm supposed to be at the dentist appointment with my kids. Okay, well, I'm not going to the dentist today. I'll have to phone them. I'll have to rearrange an appointment. So, but the good thing about that is that's one less thing for you to have to do today. Now, and then you end up, getting a lift home. So we're getting towed home, and then you end up going a different route, and you see something that you wouldn't have seen otherwise, or you realise that there are people willing to help you, and I don't know, there's just a whole load of stuff. There's usually something good that can happen from the things that go wrong. So by looking for those things, and you might not be able to see them straight away, obviously, but by looking for those things later on, maybe you're able to navigate them. It's like, well, okay, this is the other day, like our ceiling started falling down. Absolutely not ideal, but there was nothing we could do about it except just clear up the mess. So what is the point in getting stressed about it? We were like, we can't get stressed about it. We just need to like feel into this, breathe into this, and just be like, okay, it just is. Let's just deal with it, and not waste your time and energy over the things that you can't control. That's a lot of what this is about. Is being intentional with your time and your energy, because when you are, if you get really stressed and wound up about things, then you're wasting your energy, you're wasting your time when you could be doing something else instead, something that's much more important to you. So let me know when it is that you're going to check in with yourself. Is it going to be the morning, first thing when you wake up? I often do this even before, like, my alarm goes off, before I even open my eyes. How do I want to feel today? How do I feel right now? How do I want to feel today? Or maybe when you get into bed and you just check in with yourself, like, okay, how do I feel today, and how did I navigate the day today? Did I like how I navigated it? Was I feeling a bit stressed? Was I calm? Did I have a good time? Did I laugh lots? That kind of thing. Or you could do it, right, okay, every time you get in the car and turn on the engine, how do I feel? And use that as an anchor point. Every time you turn on the kettle, how do I feel? Every time you, when you're cleaning your teeth, use that as an anchor. How do I feel? So morning and night, and it's so easy, it's so simple, it's so quick, it's so powerful. I can't explain how much this simple question, how do I feel, has changed my life and as a result, it's changed my husband's life, it's changed my boys' lives. So it is incredible. So let me know how you're going in the Facebook community. I want to hear from you in this Facebook community. I want us to support each other. I'm doing this with you today, like this week. You're my accountability check. Let me and the other ladies in here be your accountability check. I want nothing more for you than for you to feel absolutely incredible, on top of the world, to be able to navigate those lows, you know, the down times, process them and bring you back up faster, rather than letting you wallow in them. I just want you to live your best life. I want you to get to your deathbed and go, you know what, I have no regrets. I've done everything in my power to ensure that life, that I've got them optimized my life, and it is, it's such a beautiful feeling. And yeah, let's share, let's support each other, let's celebrate each other, let's boost each other if we're feeling a bit low. That's what we're here for. You know, you're gonna have low days. I have low days, but then I've got the tools. I've got all of these tools to boost me through, to help me through, so I can process them. And that's what I'm teaching you now. Like, these are all things that I've learned. Like, I learned the hard way. It took me years to learn, to get to become the unshakable mama. I learned the hard way, like literally collapsing in a heap on the kitchen floor and having to pick myself back up again. And yeah, it's a continual, gradual process, and most of the time you don't even realise what you're doing, what's happening, until you look back maybe a year later and go, okay, I feel like a really different woman from how I felt this time last year. And that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for you to be the next best version of yourself. So share with me, invite your friends. I've got a prize draw coming up. It's actually tomorrow. I need you to invite more friends in. We've got, because I haven't had so many referrals in yet, I'm going to just do a prize draw for one prize for tomorrow, which is a copy of Highter magazine. It's a really beautiful, mindful and sustainable fashion living and fashion magazine, and it's been published, designed, published, edited by our beautiful community member Katerina, and then we've also got, so that'll be for tomorrow, and then we've also got 365 Days of Me journal, which has been designed and published by another community member, Mila. And then we've got self-paced access to Unshakable Mama, which is my signature 8-week mindfulness program. It's an Unshakable Mama mindful journey to presence and freedom, and it's all about helping mums achieve what you want in life. And it's all about feeling in calm, in control of your time, your energy, your finances, your destiny. It's all, and sorry, I've got a cold. It's all about 2 minutes, simple 2-minute mindfulness practices, mindfulness mindset and manifestation practices, to help you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be in your life the fastest possible way. Like, this is your absolute fast track route to making things happen in your life. And once you start, it becomes like addictive, really. And you realise that you actually start receiving the evidence that life is actually on your side, like the universe is actually on your side, and you start attracting more of what you want. So that's one of the other prizes. So I've whittled on a lot today, as normal. I've always got lots to say. I'm very passionate about my work, as you can tell. So invite your friends in, get entered into prize draw. Every name, every one of your friends who is in need of our support will be entered into the prize draw. You, for every name, you will be entered and entered into the prize draw. So the more friends you invite, the more chance you have of winning. And let us know, talk to us inside this community. This is a community. I want this to be a community, supporting each other, boosting each other, building each other up. So yes, right, sending you loads of love. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.